Hello and welcome to another edition of Local Yokel. I'm going to take a look at this interchange here, which seems dangerous here. It's the exit off the Southfield Freeway onto Michigan Avenue going eastbound. And this guardrail thing here's been tested quite a bit. You're going 55 on Southfield, and then you're told to make a quick right turn at 15 miles an hour, which is quite a shift in speed. And for rookie drivers or whatnot, it comes up on you pretty quick. So I thought, and then I had a friend that thought the same thing when they were doing work on Michigan Avenue, that they were going to redo this interchange. You can see plenty of cars have swiped this already. It just seems an ongoing thing. I'm sure a lot of Dearborn residents are familiar with this, and it could be redone where the loop could go north and then loop around back and hit Michigan Avenue from the north side. And it's a not ideal design by any means, but you have the railroad tracks right next to Michigan Avenue, which poses that challenge. But you could have the cars loop around up here. There could be a traffic light here to send the cars eastbound. So there's a way to do this loop around thing. Yeah. You have some trees that might have to be taken down, but here the cars will head north on Southfield. They'll take the service drive a little bit. Here's urban planning here too, the Hyatt Regency, and it's sit like that vacant since 2018. So a good question is what's going to happen with the Hyatt, the old Hyatt. The glass house here is timeless. I found out that a lot of these F-150s apparently are Lightnings. They have an issue with the battery or whatnot, so they got them in parking lots all over the place. Now, just to the west, there's an arboretum just to the west of the glass house, and a little bit to the north. They're supposed to show you different kind of trees and vegetation and whatnot. I didn't see too many signs. What's more prominent is going to be these I'm going to give you an Regent Court update also, but the is these bee things that they have, which are kind of artistic in nature, but I don't think they're going to wait a little bit longer before they put in their wooden boxes or whatnot. Maybe the bees won't be out for a little bit yet. There's some birds that float around here or fly around and so forth. A little water retention pond. It was one of these like red-tailed kind of things. I was hoping to get one in flight, but it was not to be. But yeah, there's a lot of land in this general area here, just off of Southfield and north of Hubbard. Here it's available. I'm almost thinking of calling Ali and just look at this huge parcel just south of Hubbard, but east of Southfield, right by the Salt and Pepper Shakers. This is a huge chunk of property here. You could put an outdoor amphitheater, a little small sports thing. Could Dearborn attract a minor league sports team in one of these things? I don't know. But yeah, huge property. Right now, this parking lot here is used for drifters, but this is parking lot J, but there's plenty of extra parking out here. And they got some heavy artillery. Okay, I'm going to have to switch tapes. That was the last of an old tape I had, so we're going to start off with another event here. So that tape's out. The new one is in. And I press play. And we're good to go. It's not too much of a distraction. Enough time to run to the beer and run to the fridge and get your beer. All right, give me a D. Give me an E. Give me a T. They're not lit up yet. This was just when they were getting started here. They even have a police officer, Michigan State Police, guarding the signs here. But this is I-94 heading eastbound to the big city. And they have to wire it up there for lights yet, so that'll be done in the next day or so. But yeah, I-94, also known as Edsel Ford Expressway. This would be the service drive here. And they got a brand new fence up. And they tell people not to stop on I-94 to take those selfies or anything like that. So I don't know if they considered all that or that came into play. And obviously with the fence on this side, they don't want people jumping out and taking selfies here either. But so they did some landscaping. They still have some work to do. There's Marty. And it's a blue light district now. We're getting ready for the NFL draft. Now, we had some rain, and I don't live too far from the Ecorse Creek. And when I was a youngin', back in the day, till about 6 years old, 6, 7, lived on Hanover Street. And that's where it always floods, right? It's just south here. But right now the Ecorse Creek is elevated, but it's not overflowing the banks. But a good 2 inches of rain in a relatively short time, and that will happen. It looks like they bought out a couple lots here. That's Courier that I was on. All right, my go-to place to get the Metro Times is, one of them's Dearborn Music. I decided I would try this. Aldi's got this pizza here. It's the mega meat, and it won't fit on a cookie sheet dish pan good enough. You got to kind of cut it in half and set it at 400. Then I bought a ham. After Easter was over, you let it go for about a week, and then hams will go on special. So, promotional discount. Look at this, 99 cents a pound. So I got like just over 11-pound ham, for under $12. It's going to go in the freezer, and then I'll make a bunch of side dishes, and then pea soup will be the grand finale. So I made room in the freezer right next to the ice cream and TV dinners. And just microwave those real quick. All right, so now it's pizza time. It was thin crust. It wasn't bad. It was all right. Okay, so then a good night's sleep. All right, well, an update on the Ecorse Creek. It's never good when people throw the shopping carts in there, but it happens. This is a little bridge I used to take to go to kindergarten. I remember this, but I think it's been redone at least once. All right, Region Court update. You see the blue oval way off in the distance. But yeah, they're getting down to the nitty gritty. So if I'm in the area, I'll just keep track. But Freddie was resting there. Okay. Well, here's going to be another function at the junction here. This was Saturday, April 13th. And nice brisk morning. The sun was out. And if you're a Martian, he had parking there specifically for you. But yeah, this thing started relatively early in the morning. In fact, even before 8 o'clock, they're off and running. This is the start of the 5K and the 10K.
Oh yeah, and I almost died. Oh yeah, hey. Have fun!
It's a Martian-themed event. Not all participants are Martians, but some of them are. So they have different paces set up, and it's not their first rodeo, but it starts off with a hill right from the get-go. So they're off and running. The Rouge River, ours to protect. So yeah, with the rain, everything was a little bit high, and this is kind of a floodplain and all. So that's what it's meant to do. Birds don't seem to mind. Yeah, the Martians like Dearborn. Yeah, the river was flowing fast. Here it's not a creek like it is for the Ecorse Creek. This is the Lower Rouge River. And a nice cool bridge here too. Look at that Martian. Plump. That one probably hasn't missed too many meals, I'm taking it. All right, they got a command center here. The official seal. Tubor. Alrighty. Oh, these guys are all over the place. And apparently they like bananas. And here's the medal. All participants get one of these. And that's heavy duty, so that's pretty cool. So that's the running clock there. And I think that's like when you go across, boom, it's like magic. It just has your time and everything. But yeah, that's running down the gauntlet. That one's clapping. So they have the half marathon. That would be the 13.1. And the full marathon was one of the first races to go off. Even my evil twin was enjoying this. Oh, the raging river. There's a Martian hanging on for dear life. I think that might have been the first 5K runner, which is like 3.1 miles. There you see the marathon to the left, and then they got the 10K, which is like 6.2 miles. All right. This house must have people from all over the world. There's Germany, France, Switzerland, Palestine. Ireland. I saw Spain there. Wow, there's like diversity in people. They're like from all over the world. There was a picnic table right down there, but with the rainwater we just had, that picnic table was inundated. Now a historical museum here, and I was just here a few weeks ago. It seems like I'm just going right over territory I just did, but this is the boardwalk, and hopefully a restaurant does reappear there. Seems like it's in a good location. You could be one with nature and take advantage of all that. We shall see. That's urban planning too. Then they talk about, yeah, these are the different birds that you might. I think I saw one of these last year or 2 years ago. So you can read up on that. Then, like, cyclists would be, this would be for the 10K. So this is like the first dude here, number 1. Okay, this will be number 2. I can do this for, I think I just did it for one more. You kind of get the idea. Then the path goes down here, down by the river, and then through the woods and off to grandmother's house. But yeah, U of M Dearborn and Henry Ford Community College. Several planes will be making their approach to Detroit Metro. Here you can charge your electric vehicle. I don't know how much it costs to do one of those charges. All right, so I'm pretty much close enough synced in. And they're like 5 minutes off here. Just need to push it a little bit. Get a ladder and push it over. All right, they got the train in through there. They got a big thing. And then you can park your bike here. It's kind of an artistic thing. And I was hoping to see a train. We got the double tracks here, which is great, but they need this all the way to Chicago, and then likewise all the way to Toronto. We need to connect the dots. And train traffic. Yes, that would be so cool to hop on the train here, take it to Toronto. All right, well, 45 degrees, yeah, a little chillier, but with the sun, it was certainly nice. I decided to get a coffee, the French vanilla, and some more runners are making their way back to the finish line. You can see them there going from right to left. There's the coffee. All right. Exit 202, the football-inspired bridges. And then the trees, they are a-blossoming. And I'm on a big moon kick now. Part of that was with the eclipse and everything, but 27% illumination, and the Red Wings were in the playoff hunt, so that was another thing that was kind of in the news to see how they were going to do. They haven't been in the playoffs for like 7 years, so there was a buzz in town. All right, well, I cleaned this little patch for the wildflowers I'm going to have. This is the official seal for the city of Dearborn Heights, which is fabulous. All right, so up there is like the moon, but during the day it's a little harder to spot. Kind of fades in, so you got to work at it a little bit. I'm missing it. It's down above the tree line. There it is. But yeah, very faint. So it's kind of hiding a little bit. Got to know where to look, but with these websites, they tell you which direction to look in the sky and the altitude or the angle from, you know, from ground zero to say 45 or thereabouts. And the moon does all number of things. So from one day to the next, you got to keep track of it. So I had way too much time on my hands. I realized that, but all right, here's the good site here. You can put what time there with the little pointer thing, but it tells you when it rises, how long it'll be up, all the positioning. And then from day to day, it's like information overload. But if you're a Moonie, and who isn't? All right, now I had to adjust the clock. I think I was a few seconds off, but this time.is is a good one. And okay, so April 13th was, that's still Saturday. The Village Plaza. Yeah, this is urban planning too. That building's been vacant since 2018. And so that's a good question. I don't have the answer to it either, what's happening with that. Or what's happening with that grassy space. I think that was where the Mercury Inn used to be. But there's different plots. Oh, look at more moon action. Now, a little bit later in the evening, it pops out a little bit more. And the Peace Park. This is Peace Park number 1, and it's coming along quite nicely. This is going to be a clock there, and then some baby artillery, TL8R2 model. Little trench was dug there. Put some wiring down in there. That's probably for the lighting. This will be nice when it's all said and done. It'll tie in there with the checkerboard. There'll be like a people watching district zone. I think they're going to have movies too. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to play out, but it'll be interesting. They got shrubbery and stuff. So it's like a little forest there now. But yeah, in between these 2 parking decks, plenty of free parking. You gotta love that. That's the warning system. So if there's anything going on, you'll hear it, which will be great. Hampton Inn just across the way. So these parking deck things, these are great moon watching decks to watch, like even the sunrise sunset type thing, but the moonrise moonset works for both of those, either or kind of thing. That was the Gordie Howe Bridge back yonder. Yeah, and Caesars Windsor, the Casino Hotel, things are starting to light up now. The old Hyatt Regency and the glass house behind it. So, yeah, urban planning. Yeah, Dearborn style. So, yeah, I was in West Dearborn. And, yeah, we're going to catch some music action. This is going to work out quite nicely here at the New Place Lounge. So we'll keep track of the moon, too. I like when it's sliver like that. Bulldogs, cheesesteak. Then this is from the Michigan Avenue side. So it's kind of a red light district. They got a little blues too. To the Butcher's Grill, and by all accounts that's a pretty bustling place also. It was like, look at the people. Okay, so now we can listen to some music here. This will be easy peasy. you got to check out the decor. You can shoot some animals. But yeah, the band is playing, so they got a pool table. A disco ball, a dance floor.
Thank you very much.
I remember these green stamps. Jeez, that's not that long ago, just the other day. Here's a playoff update kind of thing here. So this is the way it was at 10 p.m. on Saturday night. Yeah, Sunglasses After Dark play about once a month, but then once every blue moon, they might play twice in 1 month. Maybe during homecoming, they will be playing. They have a Martian even in here too, so they've infiltrated the neighborhoods apparently.
Beat my parents. I don't get drunk just to spite them. I got my own reason to drink now. Think I'll call my dad up and invite him. There's not many days that I do. Get up and take on that world. When you're an adult, it's no cliche, it's the truth. I'm an adult now. Figure out what the fuck went wrong. Just can't get it up. Speaking of hearing, I can't take too much loud music. I like to play it. I don't like to rock it. I can't hear anything but just guitars screaming. Some guy screaming a lemon jacket. Some pursuit of happiness. Come on. Baby
folks. You are watching Motor Capital, but in this case, it's a local yokel. We're in the city of Dearborn, and there's some nice glass block here. Sunglasses After Dark, and you can check them out on Facebook. And yeah, they'll be at the new place about once a month. Is the way it kind of seems to work out. And a bridal place across the way here, and I'm wondering if bridal places do fashion shows, because this would be an ideal bridal place to get involved, because they're just like real close to this West Village Commons. You can do window shopping, but it's much better to see it live in action, in motion kind of thing. So looking at some of the restaurants back here, just you can always, urban planning can take place anywhere, anytime. Marty's guarding the house. This is a blue light district. We're rooting on the Lions. Hope they have a good draft. Ooh. Red Wings did focus in on Montreal and did what they needed to do, but it was not to be. The Red Wings did not make the playoffs. So we'll have to wait till next year. Isn't that what they say? Okay. So April 14th, this was a Sunday. And they're pecking away here at the Region Court building. Pretty soon, you won't even know it was there. They are like making short work of it. Yeah, quite interesting watching it through my evil twin's been loving this all summer long. And the geese want to take over this whole thing again. Yeah, right near the Salt and Pepper Shakers. 16800 was the address. And yeah, I wanted, looks like part of it fell down, part of that circular half round piece there. I wanted to see the atrium, just all that glass cracking and everything. All right, there's camera special effects, and so I just gotta go through the paces again. This is sepia, makes it kind of look brownish or orangey. I think that's black and white. That's solarize, which isn't too bad. Mosaic pixelates it a little bit too much. And then slim and stretch. Back to slim. And mosaic. Solarize. Black and white, and then sepia. Negative art. And I think that's pastel. But negative art's the one that's cool. Okay, back to normal. But yeah, the big question is what's going to happen when it's all said and done. They clear this all out of the way. And how's this development going to look? And how's it going to integrate with the rest of the city? And the city of Dearborn owns a lot of property, certainly in this area. And so everybody puts their thinking caps on and comes up with a good game plan. Make Dearborn a destination place. As if it isn't already with Greenfield Village and Henry Ford Museum, but we should promote that even a little bit more. And we take that kind of for granted. All right. my go-to place is Aldi. Wow, I picked one of these up in change. I like these for our 200th birthday, the bicentennial quarter. Now we're going to hopefully have a 250th birthday party. Hopefully we're not going to have a dictatorship in 2026, but wow, if we still have our democracy, we'll celebrate our 250th birthday in a couple of years. All righty. All right, Bill Maher, he was piping in on various topics.
Jews will not replace us. But on American soil, here's the Tarek Bazi is the organizer of this. This was at the end of Ramadan, International Day of Quds, Al-Quds, which was pronounced originally by, he said, this is why Imam Khomeini, that's the Ayatollah Khomeini. Remember him? The Ayatollah Khomeini, he's the good guy now. Khomeini, he would say to pour all your chants and all of your shouts upon the head of America. Yeah, I heard this before. Not coming from America, but the great chastisement. We will chastise the infidels. But now it's coming from inside America. Sorry, got to talk about this again. He said, we live in one of the rottenest countries that ever existed on earth. It's not just genocide, Joe, that has to go. It's the entire system that has to go. No, it doesn't. I like our system. This isn't America, for crying out loud.
Well, what about...
And there are people who see me say this.
Wow, so Dearborn was kind of in the news for that. Not sure that's the best reason to be in the news for something, but here for good gas prices, I'm happy about this because this is directly in my neighborhood, so I don't have to go very far. So that's officially approved for sure. And alrighty then, we're gonna go with another region court update because they're nibbling away at it, and before you know it, it's gonna be all gone. Like Fred's hiding behind there. You wouldn't necessarily like see him, but yeah, definitely doing his best to hide. So let's see what we can do here. So this was Monday, April 15th. So we'll swing around back here. Yeah, let's listen in. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's a big cloud of dust. This thing's like breathing fire here with the nostrils there to keep the dust down and the like. But yeah, this kind of stuff, I get a kick out of this. Some people might say, you know, like, don't you have something better to do? And it'd be like, no. No, I'm cool with this. Maybe it's Miller time now. But no, it's the middle of the day. But I think something needs to be addressed. But I like the little step down ladder there. But yeah, Fred in action with all the attachments. Getting near the top of the hour. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this property gets developed. I don't think the plans have been submitted to the city yet. But we'll have to see what comes of it. There's going to be some housing of some sort. Alright, I think some adjustments have been made. But yeah, tune in to Motor Capital and I'll have some more exciting action. Homrich is the demo company. They got some little artillery on the ground. But folks, thanks for watching.